Bado. Wajar penye hapa kuna play. Ala, jitu masalah. Na utume kitu mzito.
Hapo ndio sasa mzuri. Ninyi mnatrainiwa huko?
Kila train ina contradict na watu wengine.
Askari wa kwanza ndio ina sell.
Ndio ina story kubwa. Ndio nakwambia. Mtu anaozala.
Tunamkia mwingi wiko. Tomate, timondo mwingi.
Transmission infrastructure to be secured. There needs to be an instruction is issued to the breakers on both ends. A track line will offer the repeaters.
Tokeni pande hii kitu tagonga watu.
Chungana.
MC for today, Konza. Not more than 2 kilometers away from the fence here. And at the same time, I'm the chairman of Arnold.
We had issues around here because of the security. We are very optimistic that there are so many jobs which are actually which are not available at once. Our young guys thought that they will have more than 10,000 of them employed, but we have really tried to manage them. This other side of the ICT.
And I'm calling on the business community. Take time to come and actually invest. In the next few months, We have other investors coming from overseas. They've taken a lot of time to study and understand what Konza has to offer. And I don't want Kenyans to be left behind. It is happening. And you know, the best litmus test for whether a program or a project is taking off is usually the members of parliament. Simumwasikia. None of them have said things are not happening. In fact, they are very happy and they are welcoming you. So there's a lot of activity. And so I thank the president, because without his support, we would not have got the budgets that we have. Without his support, the vision and the twinning and many things that are going on here would not have happened. And so we're very pleased with the support that he has given us, the support of the local community, and now the support of most of my colleagues in cabinet. You know, today we are launching this 400 kV line. And it means then for Konza Technopolis, anybody that will be here, we can, I hope, guarantee 100% renewable energy, that geothermal can come here. So that as the country moves on towards 100% renewable energy, Konza can be one of the first. And you know, we're making sure that we have the latest technologies, we have the best in class, and therefore if we have the same in terms of power, that will actually be great. Another thing that I'm aware that you know, we get from all this power is that on the power lines, we have fiber connectivity, which means we can have connectivity across the whole country, and with our partners we can ensure that, you know, fiber from the sea to even the Lake Victoria and other places with Keter's partnership, we're able to give proper redundancy and very high quality connectivity. And it also then means, even for the community, you will have much better network coverage from the mobile operators, so that, you know, the whole area becomes digital. So there are very many opportunities that are there. So today I'm happy to be partnering with my colleague Charles Keter in bringing power stability, connectivity. I'm hopeful in the next few months I'll be back here with CS Masharia. We are working with him very hard to make sure now we have a railway line coming to Konza. We want that it will be 30 minutes from Nairobi to Konza, and it will be good stability. So I'm just announcing this so that I can put pressure on him, although I know that he has committed. I plan to be here also with the CS of Education, Magoha, so that we can launch the Kenya Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, which is actually already, they've got their land here, and they are ready to deploy. Again, CS Masharia, we're already working on a project for housing, so the low-cost housing, to make sure the area there is actually housing available. The best high-tech police station is being built here at Konza, the best in the country. It will even be better than what we have in Nairobi. So I hope that we will come with CS Interior, Matiangi, so that we can actually be able to launch that. We have committed, and I'm surprised both the chairman and the CEO did not say, we're committed, we'll have a nursery here of a minimum of 1 million trees. Because greening Kenya is one of the big areas that we want to go into. So Konza will be supporting on 1 million trees, and I hope chairman and CEO, EO project, you must put it, but you must talk about it so that your commitment is seen. So we will come with the CS Tobiko, CS of Environment, so that again, we can make sure that we are protecting our environment, we are greening the country. And you know, you've heard that also we have got a hospital that is being built here. This hospital will give high quality services. So there are many things that you know, we are hosting as Konza, and we're looking forward, you know, to transforming not just this area, but transforming the country, because the data center that is being built here, the National Data Center, will be providing services across the whole country, to education, to health, to the government itself, and many others. And you know, business community will be able to take advantage of that. So again, maybe I have spoken too much, Waziri, because you know.
As you are aware, electricity or power is an enabler to the Big Four agenda. Without electricity, I don't think what my colleague Joe Mucheru has mentioned would have been possible. The data center, all whatever the investors who will be coming here, the first priority they will be looking for is, do we have power? And then, do we have reliable power? Therefore, I want to say I am happy that
Today we are commencing the work of the substation, and we have been told it's one of the best substation ever. Engineer Joseph has said we have very few. I think this is the fourth in the country. We are operating only, I think, 2 right now, because Mombasa is not operational at 400, it's operational at 220. Therefore, I really want to thank the President, because he has been in the forefront championing the access to electricity, access to power, quality of power. And indeed, I want to thank the Exim Bank through the Chinese embassy, because if you realize all the transmission line we have done, the cost implication is very huge, it's expensive. We cannot fund all that through our exchequer. Therefore, with the completion of this substation, which we've been told in the next 30 months, which will come here again, it will not be possible to operate without the completion of the line, which we talked about 40 kilometers all the way running to Isinya. The Isinya substation is almost, I think it's complete by now, it's awaiting commissioning. And there are so many lines which we are doing. I want to assure Weshimiwa that without the construction of those high voltage lines, even the low voltage lines we cannot do, because we cannot run a whole low voltage line of 11 kV or 63 or 66 or 33. Therefore, when you see the high voltage line, the 200, 132, 400, then get to know that electricity is coming. You hear that? There is. When you are running, when you see the line, it's almost. Because the government is also focused on the access to electricity. And I want to say from 2013, the government, Jubilee government, has done a lot, because the access to electricity in 2013 was about 29%. Currently stand at 75%. We still have the 25%. And I want to say the resources which we have right now is so enormous that I want to assure all Kenyans, not only the people of Kajiado or Makueni or Machakos, that we are working towards universal access to electricity. If that is the government priority, it is in the Constitution, it is a priority to make sure that all our households are provided with electricity. We don't mind, Mheshimiwa, we don't mind. And I want to say in the next few years, Konza will be the economic hub of Kenya. I want to say that, and I'm really happy that the leadership of this place welcomed this project. Giving 5,000 acres is not easy. And today I'm here, nobody wants to say this belongs to who. It belongs to all of us. Isn't it? I'm really very honored and grateful, Weshimiwa, because if we bring in politics, this project, which will transform the lives of the people around here and the whole entire Kenya, will not be realized. In the next few years, there will be an airport here. Am I right, John Mucharu? There will be a lot of activities here. Instead of going to Chaika, you just come and land here and do your business transaction here, isn't it? It will be a Silicon Valley, isn't it? Silicon Valley in US was established like this. And Joe, being one of them, knows how to engineer it very well, isn't it? It will develop here until it becomes a hub of economy. So please, let's welcome the project, let's support. And I want to urge Kentraco and China Aerospace. You've heard what Weshimiwa says, and I think all of them, they came here welcoming the project. Of course, saying that we now need to see electricity, as Paris has said. And finally, she ended up saying, jobs. Those are the work of somebody who has been elected to parliament to represent the people. And out of this, he or she doesn't want to go home without getting one. Be mindful of the local. When we say the local, the jobs which can be done by the local, let the locals of the surrounding do the jobs. You don't bring a local from Kericho. And when I say locals, I mean all Kenyans are local. But I'm saying there are those who are more local than the others. I'm a local, but I come from a far place. Therefore, make sure you do with the consultation of the Keter, please. Let's be very mindful. And this is and the people who are here, I think most of them, they're waiting for jobs, isn't it? When they see a big project like this, they want to be part of the project, isn't it? And be mindful. We will give you the priority of the people who are here, get the jobs. Apart from the commissioning of these, the groundbreaking of this substation and the line, the other lines which already Barasa has mentioned, we are doing the line to improve the quality of power within Machakos, Makueni, and Kajiado. We are doing the line all the way running from Sultanahmud, Wote, all the way to Mwingi. It's about 95%. In the next 6 months, we should be commissioning that line. That improves the quality of power, running all the way from Mwingi and the lower part. Also, the China Aerospace is also doing the line from Sultanahmud all the way to Loitoktok, so that we improve also the quality of power. We also, you've seen there is a substation already, the line, the Keter, we have completed the line. Munyaka was mentioning about Machakos. Already the line to Machakos is complete. We've done the 132 kV line connecting to that substation. Therefore, with the completion of this substation 400 kV, the quality and reliability of power in Machakos will be realized. Without this substation, we'll still have power, but the quality of power will not be sufficient enough. So I really want to say that we are really focused. There is low connectivity in terms of some of the constituencies. I think Machakos 2013 was about 26%. But right now we are doing almost 60%. The 40% is still a huge number of domestic households. And I want to assure you, in the next 2 to 3 years, we should complete that cap of 40%. Makueni, 2013 was about 8%, but right now is about 26%. And we have really put in resources. Makueni, we put in about 2.1 billion in terms of the access to electricity on the already committed funds. We are working on this, the second phase again to allocate more resources. We've done about 1.2 billion to Machakos and 1.2 billion to Kajiado. So you can see what happened is, wherever there are low intercess of electricity, we also factor in so that we can improve the figure, so that by the end of the day, everybody will have power.
Meanwhile, as this happens, Bwana CS, I'll tell you the common notion in my constituency. The common notion in my constituency is that we see huge lines, power lines, going across the constituency. Lakini kwa Wamasai ni picha tu, ni picha sababu hatuna stima. So when we see huge government investments, as mega as the Keter line is, and we don't get to enjoy the little benefits, possibly not through Keter, but I believe the rural electrification is a sister company of Keter, because they are in the same sector. Kenya Power is in the same sector. I think the community should be able to enjoy and to get also power, so that we don't just see power that is meant for other wananchi as if us we are in another category of our own, we are second-class citizens, and there are those citizens that the power is made for them. So we hope that the rural electrification will work with Keter, at least for the community to enjoy a bit of the corporate social responsibility, a bit of coverage. We have seen the last mile being launched in some glass thatched houses. We would also love to see it being launched in our manyatas. And we have changed our homes. We no longer stay in manyatas. Our homes are like what you have in Muthaiga and Lavington and Karen in Nairobi. So it will be very sad if you get into a very beautiful home and you find that that they don't have power. Yeah, bonus, yes. If we can get that, we will appreciate. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And we decided, as we deal with wayleave issues, we have a lot of scope to deliver. And that is why the groundbreaking ceremony for the substation is very significant to us. This Konza substation is a 400 kilovolt substation, which is part of the bigger Nairobi ring. We are going to have a loop from here to Nairobi East. We'll do up to Thika, Gilgil, and then of course going up to the way to Suswa. With the completion of this ring, it will now deliver stability of power in the country. And I really want to appreciate everyone. I want to appreciate the ministry, our host, ICT, for the support that you have given to Keter and the contractor. I don't want to go into details because this is a day for us to celebrate. Mine is just to appreciate and also urge all the landowners to support the project. As we start with the substation, we'll soon be proceeding to have wayleave acquisition for the 40-kilometer section. And I want to appeal to our local leadership, the county government, to support the project through facilitation on wayleave acquisition. That has been a challenge, and first and foremost, for us to deliver this project, there is no way you can start resisting government projects. You can clearly see investors are waiting for this project to kick off. And therefore, it is my appeal to all of you, the landowners, to support us so that this project is completed on time. We have given the contractor a very tight completion schedule, 30 months. So already we are counting. Commencement started in June this year. So we expect this project, plus the transmission line and the other 3 components, to be completed in 30 months. So that calls for support and cooperation from everyone. And I think I don't want to go into so many details, but to appreciate everyone. And
Our company has been undertaking consultation, design, and construction of all kinds of R&D facilities, test facilities, and production infrastructure of weapon systems, satellite systems, space shuttles, nuclear programs, etc. Our company has obtained great achievements and has successfully completed thousands of civil and industrial projects. The scope of our business includes aerospace, municipal engineering, energy, highway, environment protection, intelligent agriculture, even artificial fishery, security system, and planning and design for industrial parks, etc. Our business has separate nationwide and worldwide, which covers more than 30 countries. Ladies and gentlemen, having the highest voltage grade and the largest single transformer capacity, the tailor-made solution for Konza substation and the Konza Isinya line upon its completion will have enough and reliable power supply to the Technopolis and its environs. Konza Technopolis, being among the Vision 2030 flagship projects, is aiming to transform Kenya into a silicon savannah, and we, China Aerospace Construction, truly understand the important role that the Konza Technopolis is playing in Kenya's ICT sector, economy, transformation, and national strategy. We thus will continue to do our utmost to deliver a quality and model project, incorporating our company's values and respect of Kenya's local culture and environment protection. Of course, we definitely have to seek for further support from the military and the national treasury. More budget are eagerly expected from you as early as possible for the wayleave compensation, which is key for us to kick off the whole project construction The delayed land acquisition has caused the highly concerns of relevant party of our side. Your understanding and quick action shall be highly appreciated. So thank you, Meshimiwa, in advance.